Good morning. It is 9 o'clock a.m. and I haven't done one of these in a long time. But welcome to my channel, Christina's Crazy. Sometimes I don't know what to talk about on here, but I do. I mean, it's centered around knitting and spinning, and I've been somewhat overwhelmed. We've had the house upgraded on the outside, the roof, the siding, the paint job. The whole house has a whole new look, so it's like rethinking the gardens and all that stuff, which is exciting, but then it gets a little overwhelmed. But then having all the workers here was like overwhelmed, and it overwhelmed the dogs, and so there was no editing. There was all feeding my inners of knitting and playing with the fiber, because that calms me. So I use knitting as my calming aspect of it, and my cup of coffee. But I wanted to show you, today is the start of Tour de Fleece, but I'm not, the only thing, Tour de Fleece actually motivates me to get my fiber washed, picked, carded, and prepped for spinning. And I have new bags, and now I'm figuring out what me physically can do to get it done, and my timing. Because sometimes, of course, I get very distracted. I do this or that, but, you know, and it gets in the way of actually accomplishing, finishing, picking, then carding. It's a process. It's a process to get your yarn. So be appreciative of those hand knit garments and hand spun yarn of alpaca or wool. But mine is mainly alpaca. Let me show you my setup. Okay, this is my setup. So this is the washed puffs fiber. I sit on the pillow. I put it through the picker, and then I'm still going through it, getting the vegetable matter out, and then there's the stuff, the cloud that's ready to be spun. Oh my God, you can't get it all. Alright, but this was my setup yesterday. It worked out perfectly. It worked out. So for me, getting all the fiber washed and ready to card is my goal, really, during Tour de Fleece. I might do some spinning to see how puffs will spin, but I think primarily I need to get those fibers washed from the 2026 shearing, and that is the game plan. While I watch my favorite weekly YouTubers, I need to get on YouTube again, because I want to be that where you check in every day, or not, you check in weekly and all that stuff. So a lot has been going on. That's Molly playing with her stuffed animals. She's playing with lamb chop. I don't know if you can see this. Watch her, she'll pass by. Oh. I love the fact she can entertain herself. But I do have my favorite YouTubers, and I'm at the point where it isn't pressured to get a weekly video out, but I would like to. It's sorting out my time, and it's a whole new schedule for me. Working at home now, and because then I want to go do other things. Like today, there's no mowing. We got dumped on yesterday, right after I mowed half the pasture. A lot of rain and wind, and then we got dumped on this morning. So there's no inkling of mowing today, because it is very, very wet outside. But it's now sunny, which it's gonna get really stinking humid. I'll have to go give the alpacas their pool ready. They've been funny lately. They've just been funny with the pool. And then I'm kind of sitting in because I got the summer cold and cough, so I'm kind of also relaxing and resting, because I got a big trip coming up. Got a big trip, and I want to be healthy for that. So it's just taking care just pulling things down. But I thought I'd catch you up. I still have, I'll show you some other things that I have actually carded and ready to spin, and it turned out gorgeous. But I have a lot to wash, and I could probably switch back and forth because I can only sit for so long, and then I gotta do something else. Molly is just having a she's entertaining herself. Yes. Good girl, Molly. That's a good girl. Good girl. She's got her duckies. Yes. So, I will be back and we'll hopefully get this video posted today, later today. I thought I'd show you quickly what is on my needles. So, I have this cute little Snoopy bag. And so I have the socks. Will I get it done before I want? No, most likely not unless I were to really tackle it, like in the next 2 weeks. But this is the first sock. It's real pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Very, very pretty. And then this is the second sock. It's a different pair of needles. I'm not sure if I like that. It's a little different. I'll finish one and see, but if I don't like it, I'm ripping it out. I mean, if I don't like it, I don't know. It's not vibing with me, and it's not something, I don't know. You tell me. So and it's in the mermaid stitch. The reason being, my friends are mermaids, and that's who they're for. So I want to get that done. And then also my tank top. I've gotten a lot further on my tank top lately. I've been just wanting to knit and purl. I didn't want to think about it. I just wanted, and it's a ribbing right now, but this will be a tank top. And I'm just taking my time with it and trying not to feel overwhelmed, because I do want to get through the fiber because it's taking a lot of my space in my craft room downstairs. So I need to get that cleared, and I want to get it clean before any bugs or it gets moldy or anything like that. They're well ventilated, believe me, they're well ventilated. So that is the plan. I'll show you some of the stuff that I have carded. And one thing, we're in my craft room right now. Also, I want to address this. I'm finally, and I've tried a few years back. I mean, I grew out my streak, but now I'm growing out the gray. And the thing is, this is 3 months now. 3 months since my last color and cut. And my hair feels softer and healthier. It's not being colored every 6 to 8 weeks. And no more Brazilian blowouts, because this is a slept on curl. But I have a natural wave, a big curl in my hair. So it's learning how to manage all that. So if you silver sisters out there and curly, let me know what you're using, because I would love to hear what you're using. I'm willing to try. I'm trying a few right now, but let's get back to actually, this is funny. This fiber here, it's gorgeous, but he wasn't going to keep it because it's a new one. It's one of his new ones, but I guess it was sick at one point in time, so the fiber is not sturdy. Like in the middle it might break apart, but I haven't noticed that. It's really nice. So I took a section of it and I wanted to try washing just a small amount, and it turns out when you wash smaller, it washes so much better. And I was able to pick and card it. Look at this. This is gorgeous. I love this. I'm looking forward to, I mean, I still didn't pick it really well, but yeah, like I can see the little neps, little balls, and there's still some vegetable matter in it. But anyway, it kind of matches my hair. So anyway, I look forward to spinning this. This has gone through the carder 3 times. Lovely, nice and fluffy. And I still have some from last year. But I have Coco's to pick through, which is not a big amount. I also have, this is Yvonne still to go through, which I still have some to card, or still to spin. And this is from last year. And then this is, I forgot whose this is. I don't know, but I washed it. Oh my goodness, I have more than I want right now. So I have all these to pick through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have another one over there. So I have 6 fleeces to pick through. And they're all in nice aerated laundry bags. So this is golden. I still have hers to go through. Yeah, I have some work to do. So I'm gonna watch Tour de Fleece with all you guys. I like watching the spinning videos. It helps me learn. But the biggest goal right now is to get these all picked through and carded, so then it is ready to spin. And then if I still don't have time to spin later, and I know I will not get through it all this season. We'll see. If I put my mind to it, I probably will. That is the goal. But sorry, I have a summer cold and cough, and I'm relaxing. This is me relaxing. But this is, I have a whole pile here from this year's cutting, shearing. And I would love to get that all washed as well. And I can wash this in between taking a break from picking. I'm telling you, it is a process. Yes, I could have probably sent it to a mill, but I love the process, and it does take time. So the better I pick through it, the nicer it goes through the carder, and then it just comes out faster, and then it's ready to spin. And while I'm spinning, I'm not picking stuff out. So that's why I am now pulling back and taking my time picking through, because the better you pick and sort through the fiber, just the better it comes out on the carder. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yes, it's not fast at all, but back in the day, I don't think it was meant to be. So I'm just enjoying and loving the process. So we're just gonna go from there. I also have I already have a fiber in my skirting tray that needs to be more picked through before washing. So that is a process as well. So yes, it'll get done. It will get done. And I have to remind myself the challenge is to get through all this before next year's shearing. That's the goal. I don't know. The videos might be just me washing, picking, carding, just to get through the fiber and being able to store it nicely. That's probably a great goal. That's a perfect goal. So let's get going, and let me edit this real quick because it is a sunny day, and I'm going to wash something in the process while I'm picking as well. So I'll see you in a moment. Let's see what I can get done. It's raining again, and I took a little break, but I'm getting through that pile. I'm watching the Van Caskies.
5% downgrade. Wow.
Okay, so you're wondering, what am I picking out? Well, I know this animal personally because he's in my barn, but I'm picking out vegetable matter because I know he loves to roll. All alpacas like to roll in dust. And then there's also like maybe some dandruff or some dry skin, so I'm removing that as well. So, and you try to keep as much as you can, but this one has areas, this little bunch of air has a bunch of kind of some dry skin. So I try to keep as much as I can and get rid of some of the areas that have stuff in it. And there's these like neps and noils. So like there's a little nep, and they just don't card well. Like in the carder or even on hand carders, they stick out like a sore thumb. So I try to remove those. I'm not going to remove everything, but if I see it, I will remove it. And the more you get out, the better it comes out as a bat or a roll leg or even a roll. It just comes out smoother and it's not so caught up in your carder. I mean, probably, because if you go through, and some of this comes out as you pull, and it's going to come out more. There's more in the carding process as well. It will come out. But I don't remove everything. You'll just drive yourself crazy. But I like this process. It's quiet, but there is a lot. He was a very full-fibered animal. His hair was thicker, and each animal is different. I've just noticed that he's just different. And with alpaca fiber, it's shorter on some areas. Some are good and some are bad. See, like I'm finding little scaly skin, which is not particularly well, but it just happens. And he's got a nice little crimp to it. I'll show you a better one, but this is something I didn't find on the internet. Like, I mean, unless you bought a course, I just like, what am I looking for? And it wasn't until I start messing around with the fiber and just learning hands-on what actually goes well through the carder, what actually looks good, because even in the carding process, you're still removing some vegetable matter that you didn't catch on this process, and you find it. So like these little neps and noils, they call it, and I'm just a beginner, seriously. I don't know everything, and I won't ever say I will. I'm just kind of guessing half the time. And the picking process isn't, foolproof, but you can try to pick out a lot of it. But this garbage here, right here, I'm going to give it to the birds and the squirrels so they have a warm bed. And they're going to enjoy that because it's nice and warm, no matter what. I don't think there's ever a wrong way to prepare fleece. You just kind of get it as clean as you want. I mean, yeah, could I take this to a mill? Sure. It's going to cost me, and it depending on when they can get it done, because there's a lot to be done, but I'm going to do it. I want to do it myself because it's a way for me to learn. Like, this is a guard hair. It's like straight, and sometimes these will end up not even going through the carder very well, and you end up picking it out anyway. So for a nice fleece to spin. And his I definitely want to spin because he has a nice little, this doesn't really show his crimp, but it's just kind of, it's nice. Let me see if you can see that. Sorry, I put it against my black pants and you can't see crap. But it is, oh, here's another See, this is like another ball of yarn or a ball of fiber that, nope, can't do anything with that. It's too short. Same with here, too short. And literally, this just, it's patience. It's process of going through it. This is a good day for me to do it because I'm a little under the weather. Oh, look, see? And the more I go through it, I run into these little itsy bitsies. But he does have a nice little crimp to it. He actually placed second in a show, and there's a reason why. Because he has, his neck now is starting to go gray, and there's some gray fiber in here. Very little in this one, but he's mostly black. See, there's just these little nips that you can remove. And then your roll leg will come out smoother. But I don't mind this process. It's a quiet process. I have a lot of fiber to go through, but we're getting down there, and I'm just solely focusing on this. Yes, I do get up, try to get up every hour. It's like I lose blood flow to my legs and my hips, to my butt. But fiber keeps falling out, or little vegetable matter, like this little, there's a little skin, but they do get messy. And like, you don't have to heat it up to wash because there's no lanolin, and you just wash with a nice good soap. And like this one, now that I've learned how to wash it a little bit better, like after I do a little bit of this, I can feel it on my hands, like these little areas. So yes, I'm just kind of, and it's funny, it's like little dandruff flakes come out. But I plan on making some sort of cardigan out of this. So yes, there you go. Hey, it's getting towards the end of the day. I have been picking puffs, fiber for almost all day. I take breaks every hour, move around, do something else. It does get mundane, but the goal was to get this done, and I only have this much left. It should take me the rest of the evening, and the goal is for me is to get through the rest of the fleece, get them picked and prepared for carding so I can plan for next year's Tour de Fleece and have them all ready. Whether I make it into a skein of yarn or projects for felting or dryer balls or whatever, it's up to whatever I choose to, but it's all ready to go for whatever project. And I have a bunch of bags of fleece to get through. And one of the good books that I've read lately is this Yarn of Texture. And it's to help you like spin the yarn towards the project you want. And that's what I'm thinking, because I got in the middle of this and I'm like, I need to know what this fiber is going to be. And so once I get to know the fiber and learn from it, I can actually examine and analyze and see what I actually want to put into. Puffs is nice enough that I am going to make it into a cardigan. Some of the other fleeces that I have, maybe not as nice. I could still make scarves or mittens or even socks. But this is he has a very nice fiber. So I'm gonna make a nice cardigan for myself. But just the process of getting it all hand done, it's a lot of work and a lot of patience. It's a mundane project, and that's why I get caught up switching from one project to a next, and then you don't go back. So today was my goal, was to get his all picked out so it's ready to card. And carding takes a while too, because this is a lot. I mean, this fills up the whole thing. On the next video, I'll probably talk about how much there is and go from there and see what we end up with. So thank you for being here. Subscribe, like, Comment below. I'd love to hear where you're at on your journey in knitting, crocheting, spinning, whatever it is. Let me know what you're doing, because I'm kind of here alone in my world of fiber arts. So talk to you later. Bye.